friends, and welcome to our cozy home. I'm Gina, and today's video I like to get a little personal with my results on Weight Watchers. I started Weight Watchers, well I should say I signed up for Weight Watchers in May of 2020, right after my 50th birthday, and I'll show you that picture. That was the heaviest I've ever been in my life, but I did pretty good, but then I gained it all back. Same thing for 2021 and 2022. So I decided January the 9th, I was going to try one more time. And this time, it was different. I ended up losing 67 pounds, which it's not a lot, and I have about 80 pounds more to lose, but it's a start. And I just wanted to share my experience with it. It's hard. But this time with Weight Watchers, I went in with a different mindset, and I think that's what made all the difference in the world. I went in not expecting to lose 30 pounds my first month, because that's how I always did before. I wanted it off, and I wanted it off. Now, I started a diet on Monday, and I wanted to be at my goal by Friday, and that doesn't work. So this time I went in with Weight Watchers and really tried. And I, for the most part, succeeded. And with Weight Watchers, nothing's off limits, not like keto. I tried keto, I lost weight with keto, gained it all back, plus some. So with Weight Watchers, I went in with a different mindset. And with Weight Watchers, you're not deprived. You can have anything you want. You just got to do it in moderation. And one of my biggest downfalls was Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew. And I could easily drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew by myself, probably within 2 days. And I loved it. And I miss Mountain Dew, but I have to say, I do allow myself a Mountain Dew every once in a while. I do not bring it into my house unless my daughter's boyfriend Parker's coming, because he loves it more than I do, I think. But if I want one, I'll get one while me and Brian's out. And I use my weeklies, because you have weeklies, you save up, and then you can kind of treat yourself every week if you want. And sometimes I choose a Mountain Dew, and sometimes I choose a piece of cake. I am a sweetaholic. I love sweets. I would rather have a piece of cake and a Mountain Dew over a big course meal. I've always been like that. Mountain Dew has been my go-to drink since I started drinking soda. And I think that was one of my hardest things for me to do, was to give up, to not drink as much, because like I said, I still enjoy a Mountain Dew every once in a while. And if I do buy one at the store, I don't get a 2-liter. I get just one bottle, and I'll drink that. And I may have that once a month, but around Christmas I splurged a little more than once a month. I had it several times. But that's okay, because I knew that I wasn't going to be perfect for the holidays. And with Weight Watchers, you don't have to be, but you do have to be mindful. And another thing Weight Watchers has taught me is portion control, because I filled my plate up, and the serving sizes probably was 2 or 3 serving sizes that I assumed was just one. But when you have to learn to measure out your food, you learn normal eating isn't normal eating. It's way more than that. I remember me and Brian, I was on Weight Watchers for about, a month, and I was doing real good, and I had saved up all my weeklies, and there's a cake at Walmart that I just absolutely love. So instead of buying the whole cake, we just each bought a piece of the dessert that we wanted. Well, I looked at the calories, and it was 500 and some, and I thought, that's not too bad for a piece of cake. And I came home, and we both had our cake, and Ryan looked at me, he goes, do you know that was 1,600 calories. I said, well, why is your cake so much more calories than mine? Because mine was, of course, chocolate with cookie dough, and his was just a rainbow cake with vanilla icing. I said, why is yours so much more than mine? I said, mine's just 500, and I think it's 580. He said, did you look at the serving size? And I thought, it's a piece of cake, one serving, that's it. It was 3 servings. I had over 1,600 calories. Not to mention, I blew my weeklies out of the water because that piece of cake I had was 3 servings. And I was just shocked, but that just goes to show you, just because you think it's 1 serving, it's not. And that blew my mind. But then, honestly, I've had it a couple more times after I learned that because it is my favorite. And I do have it every once in a while. But Weight Watchers has taught me new recipes, how to eat better, how to, like I said, watch my portion size, exercise. When I exercise, I use my Fitbit, and I started out not exercising because I was so much out of weight or overweight. I didn't have the energy to exercise. I didn't want to exercise. And so I started losing weight, and I started feeling a little bit better, and I thought, I can do more to help get this weight off. So I started doing my 250 steps per hour, and I set it for 9 hours, so I at least got that many steps during the day. And I started feeling better, and I could tell my legs were getting stronger, and I had more energy, so I added a QB, and I bought it from QVC, and I'll show you what a QB is. And I use it. I don't have real good balance right now. I haven't had for years. So this is an exercise I can do in my chair for my legs, and I think it has greatly helped a lot. It's an easy exercise. You can set it so it's harder to pedal. And I do that while I'm watching a YouTube video or a movie on TV, and it goes by pretty quickly, and that gives me several steps in, and it has helped me out a lot. Like I said, it's an easy exercise, but it is one that helps with my core, and it has helped me strengthen my legs. So I do use that about every day, except for the weekends, and usually me and Brian's out, and I get my steps in that way. But I have had success this time because I went in with a different mindset. I like I said before, I went in knowing that I wasn't going to lose weight fast, and with Weight Watchers, you don't. I've lost 67 pounds, and it's been, 1 or 2 pounds a week, sometimes none. So it equals out to maybe 4 or 5 pounds a month, which when you're doing it doesn't seem like a lot, but in the end, it adds up to be quite a lot. And, I know I still got another 80 pounds to lose, but when I first started, it was kind of overwhelming because I had over 100, probably I needed to lose over 130 pounds. And when you're 130 pounds overweight, you feel defeated, and you feel that you'll never get it off. I'm sorry, but I'm proud of myself for taking the step. I did it for me. This time, I've always been overweight my whole life, but I let my weight get way out of hand. I was over 130 pounds overweight, and that is a lot. And when you step on them scales, you feel defeated. It's like, I can't lose 20 pounds, let alone 130 pounds. There's no way. And then you get depressed, and then you start eating more, and then you think, I've got to stop eating because I need to lose weight. So you you clean out every cabinet you have of junk food. You don't throw it away. You put it in your mouth. That's what I did. This is my experience. That's what I did. And then I think I need to get another 2-liter Mountain Dew before Monday because I'm going to start a diet and I need to have it one more time. And then, that makes your weight go up. And then it's just a non-ending cycle of weight loss and weight gain. And you get depressed and it weighs on you. And luckily, I'm married to my husband, Brian, for 28 years. And he's not once said, hey, you're fat, you need to lose weight. He's always told me I'm beautiful no matter what size I am. But I needed to get healthy. And I still need to get healthy. I mean, I have 80 more pounds I want to lose. And that seems like a lot. But it seems a whole lot better than 130. I didn't think I was going to get emotional. But anybody who has suffered with weight will tell you it's one of the hardest things you have to do is to lose weight. It is. It's hard. And I got to the age where I didn't care about, fitting in the cute clothes, or of course I cared about it, but that wasn't my number one priority. I have 3 beautiful daughters, and I hope one day to have grandchildren, and I want to be here for the grandchildren. And nobody would do it but me. I had to be the one who done it. And like I've said a couple times before, I know I'm not done. I know I'm still unhealthy, but I'm better than what I was. And that's a start. And I have faith that I will finish and I will get to where the doctor says you're healthy. I'm lucky. I'm going to be 54, and my weight has never made me have a weight issue, or my weight has never made me have a health issue. But I know eventually, if I don't get it under control, it will. And so one of the reasons I wanted to put it on YouTube is to, to have accountability. I wanted to have accountability, and I think posting such a personal video will make me try harder not to fail, because and I can't say the world because it's not the world watching me, but it's people that may be in my corner and rooting me on. And that means a lot. I mean, I have a wonderful family, and they all have supported me and told me, hey, you're losing weight, and good job. But I've done it before. I've lost 85 pounds on Atkins several years back, and I gained it all back. But one thing with Weight Watchers is, like I said before, you don't cut out your favorite foods. You just don't have them as often as you did. But when you have them, it's still okay. And like for Christmas and New Year's, I went off of Weight Watchers pretty much for a whole week. Did I gain a little bit of weight back? Yes. But I got back. I got right back on it, and I got most of it off. I still have about 4 pounds I need to get off to be where I was before I went off. And that's okay, because beforehand I would have never got back on. I mean, I look back on my tracking of food on Weight Watchers from when I started back in the 2020. I always gave up in November, and I know it's because of the holidays. I went off for 2 months, and with Weight Watchers, you know, go off that day, go off a couple days, but make sure you get back on. That's the biggest thing, is have your days if you need them. I mean, I took them. I wanted them. I didn't want to be deprived on the holidays, so I took them. And I knew I would gain a few pounds, and I did. But I went right back and got started. I didn't go back on the first because, of course, you know, there's leftovers. But I did go back to it on the third. I got Brian back to work, and life became normal again. And so I was able to stick with my routine. And you have to have a routine. And, you know, like what I eat in a day is I have my Fiber One bar, and I have a protein shake, but I half that with coffee. So I have a iced protein coffee in the mornings with Fiber One, and that's my go-to breakfast every day, except for Sundays. I usually grab a banana because I'm in a hurry for church. But that is my go-to breakfast about every day. And then for lunch, I try to have something like tuna salad that's hardly any points. And then for supper, I have a good supper. And then I always save points for a dessert after supper. Me and Brian will sit down, and he'll have a bowl of sugar-free ice cream, and sometimes I'll have a bowl of sugar-free ice cream with sugar-free chocolate syrup or sugar-free caramel syrup on it. And then some days I have chocolate sugar-free pudding with Cool Whip and a cut up banana. But I always have my desserts, and I feel it gets my sweet tooth, because I have a sweet tooth. But you know, that kind of stuff really curbs it, and that helps out a lot. But, you know, I'm proud of myself for losing the 67 pounds. It took a while. Like I said, it doesn't come off fast, but a year later, I'm very proud that I stuck with it. I've never stuck with the weight loss for a whole year. And this New Year's, I didn't have to say I'm going to start a diet, because I wanted to continue with the life changes that I made. It's not a diet because I know for the rest of my life I'm going to have to watch what I eat, or I'm going to gain it back. I mean, that's how it happens, unfortunately. It's not a one-time thing. I wanted to share my experience. It's been a pretty good one. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I still have my Mountain Dew occasionally, and I still have that wonderful cake from Walmart, but it's not very often. And me and Brian's got to the point where usually now we split it. He's a diabetic, so you know what we can do that way helps him, and it definitely helps me. And you know, I wanted to share it out there, and hopefully now I have more people hold me accountable. I've got 80 more pounds to lose, and I hope to get that lost this year. And so, you know, I snack on fruit and bananas during the day. I usually let myself have one snack during the day, and it's usually, you know, an orange or a banana, because I really like my oranges and bananas. So, you know, this is mainly for me to put out there, but I hope it helps somebody. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I'll get back. And you know, maybe if you guys want me to, I can do what I eat in a day video and maybe help you. But you have to make that first step yourself. Nobody can do this for you, and it's not easy. And I'm definitely not a professional dietitian, but I consider myself a professional dieter because I've been doing it for years, and I just hope this time it works and I keep it off. And like I said, I'm making this video to make myself more accountable, and And I'll check in from time to time and let you know what my weight loss is, and I hope I succeed. But I hope you guys, if you're watching this, you're probably in the same boat I am or was, and it's hard, but just take that one step, but do it for yourself, nobody else. Don't do it for your husband, your kids. I mean, they're going to benefit from it, but you have to do it for yourself. And I wish you all the luck in the world, and I wish myself luck, and I definitely hope that I succeed. I will succeed. It may take me 2-3 more years to get that 80 pounds off, but I hope and pray that I can get it off and that I can maintain a healthy life, because I want to be around for my future grandkids. But like I said, if you have any comments, and be kind, because I know I got more weight to lose. Nobody has to tell me that, DJ. But thank you for listening, and I'm sorry I got emotional. I didn't realize I would get emotional, but it's a hard subject for you when it's personal, and just thank you for listening, and thank you for watching my video. And if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope to see you back. And thanks for stopping in. Bye.